guys, this is Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be doing some Hunter Call of the Wild. So if you guys do enjoy this video and you guys do want to see more, then please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a top 5 tips and tricks for beginners in the Hunter Call of the Wild. But even if you're not a beginner, you're a bit more of an experienced player, or even if you're a veteran, just maybe one of these tips or tricks could still help you out. So make sure you watch the whole video and let me know down below in the comment section which of these you knew, which of these you didn't know, and if this video helped you at all and if you want to see more. Anyway, let's get straight into it. In at number 5, and once again this is in no particular order, is you need to understand your UI. Okay, this is going to be one of the most important things in the game, and if you don't understand this, you're pretty much not going to be able to do anything else, okay? So, if you have a look now, you can see I'm holding my phone, which kind of shows like a little, like the area around me, and you can also press M and you can check the map, okay? So, if you're looking at this map now, you know, you may not understand what everything means, so I'm just going to go over it quickly with you. So, if you see this sign here, this is an outpost. An outpost, once it's unlocked, it will turn white, and then you can fast travel to it. And you can obviously place a waypoint anywhere on the map. But yeah, this is an outpost. This is where you can go buy stuff from the store, store some of your weapons, take out new weapons from your inventory, from your storage, and put it into your inventory, etc. This over here is a hunting structure. Hunting structures basically offer you a concealed position to shoot from, and they cost about 2,100 in-game money to actually be able to unlock them. So a green one means I've found this, but I haven't unlocked it or built it yet. And this white one here means I've unlocked that hunting structure and I've built it. And now you get these. These are lookout points. Lookout points, they show binoculars. And once you unlock them, obviously, and you discover them, they turn white instead of being green. And it shows you like the entire area around it. It reveals any nearby hunting structures, outposts, etc. And now, if you're looking at my map, you'll see, okay, obviously, this is like a fog of war kind of, so obviously I haven't discovered any of this area yet, and this area is all area that I've traveled through. But you're probably seeing these little purple like splotches on the map. What does this mean? Okay, this is hunting pressure. So basically, if I'm in this area and I kill an animal, it will add hunting pressure, which basically means animals are less likely to return to this area because of the hunting pressure over there. So yeah, hunting pressure does disappear over time, but it takes like a week, like one real week of time before it will actually disappear. So you have to alternate, but you can't just come to an area, kill everything here, come back the next day and say, why is there nothing here? Because there's going to be a ton of hunting pressure and there's going to be nothing there. So yeah, that's pretty much just the basics of how the map works. So let's just go back, and now you're going to look at your actual UI as you're playing. So if you see there's a compass, you know, currently I'm facing north, then there's east, south and west, and on this compass there's this little green thing over here. So if you guys are not sure what I'm talking about, just look at the bottom right of my screen. You will see the compass with the northeast southwest sign. It'll be up below where it shows my dog is idling, and you'll see that little green thing, the green cone. That's the wind direction, okay? So when you're hunting, obviously you can't be downwind from an animal, okay? You have to be upwind, okay? Or is it the opposite? Well, you know what I mean. You mustn't let the wind blow from you to the animal. Otherwise, the animal is going to smell you, it's going to spook, and it's going to run away. So just make sure you always take that into account when you're stalking or approaching any animal in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Because if you're approaching this way now, the animal is going to smell you coming towards it, and it's going to run. It's going to spook, you're not going to be able to think. You'll get to where it was, and then you'll be like, okay, there's nothing here. Why is that? Well, because it smelled you and it ran away, okay? So that's one of the most important things you need to remember. This cone is basically the wind direction, and you have to always make sure not to approach the animal directly like this. You have to try and get around it or to the side of it so that it will not smell you. Now, next to that, you see heart, okay? That heart is basically an indication of your stamina. So if you do stuff like run, or if I pull out a gun, for example, and I look down and I try to steady myself. So I'm holding my breath right now, and I'm trying to steady myself. That way my aim won't like move up and down or anything. And the longer you hold your breath, you'll see my heart is starting to pulse red, and that's because I'm running out of stamina. Same thing happens when you're running. If I'm running, it will cause my heart to beat faster and faster until if I want to shoot, then I'm going to have to first wait. I'm going to have to rest, and then I'm going to have to wait till my heart calms down before I'm able to take a steady shot or hold my breath again. So that's just how your stamina works. Now, next to that, next to the heart, right, still on the bottom right hand side of my screen, there's that circle. What does that mean? The circle is your visibility. So right now, I'm fully visible as I walk. But if I crouch down like this, you will see that that shows me as less visible, right? And then if I go prone, I'm completely invisible right now. So like, no animals are gonna see me, okay? So that's what that means. That's just your visibility. And then if you jump, well, obviously, you can see how that. But as you walk, you're fully visible. If you walk while you're crouched, you'll be less visible. So you have to just remember that. And now next to that, you can see that little mic speaker icon, okay? And right now it's fully white. That is the amount of noise you're making. So while visibility and the wind direction and stuff is important, the most animals you will scare away is due to the noise you make, okay? So many animals will spook because of noise, and this is something really important. So as you can see, if I'm standing still, I'm making no noise. But if I'm walking, I'm making 3 bars of sound. And if I'm running, now I'm making 3 bars of sound, and one of those bars has gone red, okay? And now if I'm jumping like this, you'll see it goes all the way to like 2 bars, okay? And then depends where you're running as well. If I'm running through the grass instead of on the road here, then I'll make like 2 bars of sound, okay? So it just depends. Well, let me just go over here. There you go. Okay, no, I'm still making 1. Okay, well, yeah. But you get the point, So the more sound you make, the worse it is. Animals around you are going to hear you, they're going to spook, and they're going to run away. Okay, but now let's say, so as you can see, if I walk, I have 3 bars, right? If I crouch and I walk, now I only have 1 bar of sound. So I move slower, but I also keep quiet. So this allows me to sneak up on prey, because for 1, I'm less visible, and for 2, I'm making a lot less sound. And then if you go prone and you walk, I'm making no sound now. So the animal won't hear me, they won't see me, I can get up nice and close, then I can either just, pop them from right here, or I can, if I want to, I can get up to a crouch and then take a shot if I want. So that's just your UI, and that's my 5th tip for you. But before I end this tip, I just want to, because UI, it kind of includes a lot of stuff. So I just want to show you how the shop works, okay? So the shop UI, okay? This is your store. This is where you can buy guns, so rifles, handguns, shotguns, and bows. This is where you can buy ammo for each of them. This is where you can buy your sights. This is where you can buy lures and callers, etc. This is your equipment, binoculars, portable structures, etc. But now a lot of my friends, especially a lot of my new friends, they just couldn't make heads or tails of like, how do you buy a gun, where does your gun go, etc, etc. So, for example, right, let's just take a look at, okay, so let's just look at this now. If you want to see which ammo, for example, is compatible with this gun, you just click compatible items and it will take you to the ammo and the scopes that you can that are able to be equipped or could be used with that weapon. So as you can see, I could use all of these scopes and these 2 ammo types. So that is pretty cool. Now, if I buy a gun, right? So let's say I just buy let me see, what can I buy that I don't need it or anything, but sure, why not? There we go, we bought that. Now, if I go to my storage, I will see my new weapon over here. So what did I buy? This one, I'm pretty sure. So all you have to do, okay, is you move it from your storage into your inventory. Right now, that will take me over my weight capacity, so I can't exactly do that, but yeah. That's how you move your guns. You just move them back and forth like that. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, now total carrying capacity. So you'll see you have 20, right? So that's my carrying capacity, and right now it's at 16.11 out of 20. And if you click on a weapon, it will show you. So this pistol, the Focoso 357, is 1 weight. The Norden 20 SA Artisan is 3.5 in weight. My Anderson .22 LR Marksman is 1. My M1 Garand is 3.5. My Hudzik .5 Cap Lock is 4. So all of this adds up. Ammo as well does add up, but it's very light. Like ammo is 0.01, 0.03 per each ammo. So yeah, you don't really need to worry about the weight of ammo, though it does take up some weight as well. So that's simply how you do it. Now, once you have you've bought your gun, you've put your gun into your inventory, how do you equip it? So all you do is you press escape, you come over here, you take a weapon, for example, and then you drag it from here to your quick access bar. Then once it's in your quick access bar, then you can go down to the ammo type. And if I go over this ammo, this one shows it's for my Anderson. This one shows it's for my M1. This one shows it's for my my cap lock. All you do is you drag it, you place it over there, and it's sorted. Same thing for the sight. You find a sight that works on a gun, you drag it, you place it, and that is it. So that was my number 5 tip and trick for you guys. Now, on to number 4, okay? And this has to do with tracking. So a lot of people cannot track, okay? They get so confused, and it helps once you're late into the game and you have like different perks and stuff which will actually help you track. But until then, your main tracking is going to be via footprints and obviously scats. So the animals will poop like literally all the time. Like, you don't understand. The animals in this game poop so much, it's crazy. But yeah, it's also helpful for finding animals. And yeah, so now let me actually find us some tracks, and I'll be right back as soon as we have some tracks, and then I will give you some tips and tricks on tracks and poop, and you know, just finding out what it all means. Okay guys, so I'm back, and now to show you tracks and to show you poop. So right here we have some poop. If you click on it and you click examine track, it will say red deer droppings very old, okay? And so what does very old, what does all of that mean, okay? So basically, if you click examine poop and it says just now, then that means the animal was there between 0 and 6 minutes, okay? So that means it is, that poop is extremely new. You know, if it says just now, the timer for that is 0 to 6 minutes. If it says very fresh, then that means the animal made that between 6 to 11 minutes ago, okay? If it doesn't say very fresh, but it just says fresh, then that is 11 to 21 minutes, okay? And if it doesn't say fresh, but it says old, then that is 21 to 31 minutes, okay? And then if it doesn't say old, but it says very old, like this one, that means this animal made this 31 minutes ago plus. So 31 minutes to infinite, okay? That is the timer for poop. So remember, just now is 0 to 6 minutes, very fresh is 6 to 11 minutes, fresh is 11 to 21 minutes, old is 21 to 31 minutes, and very old is 31 minutes plus. So just remember that, guys. Now, for tracks, okay, so yeah, we have some tracks. If I click examine tracks, it will say red deer footprints. It will show the T of the animal, which is tier 6, and it will say trot. So basically, the tracks will just tell you at what speed the animal is moving. So it's trotting over there, it's still trotting over here, and it will, if the animal changes by the next set of tracks, like for example run, then it means it's probably like heard you or something and it's taken off running. But yeah, so that's what that means, okay? So if you examine a track, it will tell you the speed the animal is moving, what animal it is, and the tier, and it will show you this little cone. So what this cone does is, this cone shows you the direction of the next track. So if I follow this cone, within this cone, like if I follow within this area of the cone, then I will find the next track. So let me just continue forward. Let me just run, because it doesn't really matter. And I mean, there you go, you found some more tracks here. This is probably from a herd though, which is why there's so many tracks around here. There's another set of tracks over here. Now, as you can see, the red deer over here, it was walking instead of trotting. Let's see, this one is walking as well. That one was trotting, it may be. Yeah, this was probably a different one, because this track is heading towards there. That one is probably from something back there. But so yeah, that's how you use tracks. You just look at them, you can tell walk, run, etc. It shows you the direction of the next track to find it. And yeah, that is your tracks and your poop. But I'm now on to number 3, okay? If you're having trouble finding animals, you don't know, you've just been running around scaring them away, and oh, actually that reminds me, let me show you my stats when it comes to scaring away animals, okay? Hunting profile. Animals scared in total. I've scared away 23,769 animals. Eyesight, 472 saw me. 73 of them scented me and ran away. And 23,224 of those animals heard me and ran away. So that's just a little, you know, just a little stat there for you. But now, back to our number 3 tip and trick. Need zones. So, what are need zones? If you click this, you know, examine track here, it will say red deer need zone eating between 1:30 and 5:30 p.m. So what that means is, between 1:30 to 5:30 p.m., the red deer will congregate around this need zone, around this area, and you can see there's a bunch of them. Look at this, you'll see it all glowing in white here, like here. There you go. Oh wait, well, I clicked on the track. There you go. Need zone eating 1:30 to 5:30 p.m. and the red deer will congregate around this area to eat. So what you can do now is, if you've discovered this need zone, so you know between this time and this time the animals are going to be here, you can just maybe come crouch in this bush here or something, right? They're not going to see you, they're not going to hear you, and you just wait here until they come, and then you shoot a couple of them, you know, shoot them, kill them, harvest them, whatever. But yeah, that's need zones. So you have need zones for eating, okay? You have need zones for drinking, which is obviously going to be, well, by a water source, and you have need zones for resting. Resting need zones is where you'll, if you stumble across them and they're full of animals at the moment, the animals will all be sitting on the ground just sleeping, which means you can get a good couple shots off before they actually, you know, get up and I'm running away. So that is my number 3 tip and trick. Always make sure you know where the need zones are on the map and which ones they are, so whether they're eating, they're drinking, or they're resting, and it also shows up on your map. So if I zoom in here, so like it won't show up if I'm out, but if I zoom all the way in, right, it's going to show that there's a need zone for red deer between 1:30 and 5:30. So right now you can see my time in game is 5 o'clock. So that means that there's half an hour more when the deer could be here, but the deer have already long left, so I'm not going to bother. But yeah, that's something that's very helpful, especially for new players, because a lot of new players, they get put off the game because they come in here, they run around stumbling through everything. They don't find anything to shoot, and then they just get bored, they quit, they refund the game. I personally know a couple of my friends who got the game and ended up quitting literally because of that. They couldn't find anything to kill. So yeah, that's your need zones. If you really can't find anything, just go camp a need zone, wait till the correct time, you'll see the animals come to you, and then you just have a shooting party. You kill as many of them as you can, you harvest them, you get some money, some experience, etc. Anyway, on to our number 2 tip. Okay, and this is not the, well, I mean, once again, these tips and tricks are in no particular order, but this is probably one of the most important tips and tricks, okay? A lot of my friends, especially my one friend in particular, he spent like literally 2 hours chasing a bear, because he shot the bear like 3 times, and then he chased it, and then he chased it some more, and then he continued chasing it. And do you know what he did next? He kept on chasing it. And why was this? He shot it 3 times, so should that bear have died? Yes. But why did it not die? He went and he shot it in like a flesh area. So when you shoot an animal, right, like if I was to shoot my, okay, you can't shoot your dog, but for example, if I shot my dog, right, in like the tail, that's not going to do much damage. It's going to do like maybe 1% damage. So he had 3 flesh wounds on the bear, which did absolutely no damage. Like it literally did so less damage, it just didn't stop the bear. So, what is the point of what I'm trying to tell you? The point is, you need to try aim for vital organs. For example, if you're hunting a deer, and the deer is sideways to you, so, dog, just stay there. You're gonna be my, don't look at me like that. Okay, well guys, yeah, my dog literally does not want to do this with me, but basically, if you're hunting a deer, for example, and you're shooting it in the side, you're gonna want to try shoot it like somewhere but like halfway between the front and the back legs, because that's where a lot of his vital organs are, like the liver, the stomach, and all of that. Though if it's not facing sideways to you and it's facing you head on like this, then you want to shoot it directly between the legs, like right there, because that's where the heart on most of the deer and the elk species are, which allows you you shoot it, it will flop down and die immediately. Okay, now if you're shooting it from the side, right, so like around there, that area over there, that's where the left and right lungs are. If you get a lung shot, so for example, if my dog here was a deer, not a dog, so and I shot him right there, right, which it won't let me shoot because, you know, that's my dog, but if I shot him right there, the bullets will go through the left and the right lung, and the deer will either drop instantly or it will literally run like 5 meters and then fall over and die. So always aim for vital organs, okay? You think this is not important, you don't mind you just popping it like 5 times, right, or whatever, and then chasing it down. Trust me, you're not going to want to do it, okay? I've chased bison, like, I've shot a bison 5 times and had to chase it, like, so far, it's crazy. Ooh, warning call, okay. So that deer hurt me, but now, let's see if we can sneak up on this deer. And if we can, I'm going to show you exactly why, you know, shooting it in a vital organ is so important. Okay, there we go, guys. No, that definitely hurt me. Okay, hold on. We need to try. Okay, let's see if we can get the shot. Where's that deer? There we go. I'm just gonna fill it with bullets. There we go, double shot. So I shot it straight through the back, which means I probably hit the intestines, etc. But as you saw, it literally didn't go very far. I just died like immediately. That's because my bullet probably went through the intestines, maybe even hit the liver and the stomach. I'm not really sure, but we will check up now. But yeah, basically, if you shoot the animal in a vital organ, like look at this. I think I shot the first bullet shot hit when it was right here, non-vital organ hit. Even though it's a non-vital organ, it continued a bit and it died, okay? So let's harvest this. There we go. My first shot did 90% damage. Flesh, pelvis, and intestines. So even though I didn't hit it in a vital organ, and let me just stop this rotating. Okay, there we go. Wait, let's get it from this way. Yeah, like that. Okay. So I hit it in the intestines, right? And I did 90% damage. Now, can you see this area here? Oh, it's not moving, please. Okay, it's gonna rotate, guys, but can you see if I hit it in this area, that is the left and the right lungs, okay? That there. If you shoot it through there, it's gonna drop instantly, okay? So those count as vital organs. Then you can also shoot it like this, like between the, there's the heart. So, for example, if I shot it right through here, if I hit it in the heart, like through the middle there, and when I hit it in the heart, it would drop immediately, okay? So the heart is a good target, obviously, but it's a very small target. The left and the right lungs are pretty much the easiest target to go for, but even if you don't and you hit it like in the stomach or the liver over here, or even the intestines, you will still do a lot of damage, okay? So that's an important thing, and that's why this is number 2, because it's something very important. A lot of people just don't know about it, like, or they just don't bother, they don't think it's that important. But if you don't want to spend 5 hours after shooting an animal one time just chasing the animal, hit it somewhere important and drop it immediately. I've spent so much time on this tip and trick, but it is so important, so that is why I've done so, okay? Now, my number 1 tip and trick, okay? And this is not the most important anything. I would say number 2 is way more important than this, but this is just a little bit of a UI explanation while you're in this menu here, as well as trophy and harvest rating. Okay, so if you check harvest check, right? So pass all checks to get the optimal medal. So this is when you no longer just, if you don't just want money and XP, you want to try get some trophies to participate in your hunting lodge. So trophy rating, okay? If this number, instead of saying 0, if it was above 41, it would be a silver trophy rating. If it was above 64, it would be a gold trophy rating. And if it was anything above 81, it would be a diamond trophy rating, which is the highest trophy rating in the game. And to ensure you get a high trophy rating, you must try and get all 4 of these check marks ticked, okay? And this is one reason you don't shoot an animal in the skull, okay? If you shoot in the skull is basically the trophy you want. And if you shoot it there, yeah, you screwed up your harvest, okay? Anyway, so this is what you have to do to get it, okay? So 1, animal shot 2 times or less. So long as you shoot the animal 2 times or less, you will get this tick over here, which will add to your trophy rating, okay? Number 2, intact trophy organs. So long as you don't shoot the animal in its trophy organ, you'll get that tick done. Trophy organ, again, as I said, is the skull, basically, because that's the head that you will mount on your wall in your trophy lodge, okay? And then let's see, next one is improper ammo for this animal. So each animal, right, it's part of a certain class. So this is a class 3 animal, okay? So for class 3 animal, I should use a gun and an ammo type that's meant for animals within class 3, okay? Or my weapon class may be 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 or something. So you should try and use a weapon and an ammo type that is conducive to the animal you're hunting. However, I just wanted to get a kill, so even I'm using something a bit more powerful, that's fine, because I just want to down the animal and harvest it for the money and the XP. But if you're going for trophies, you want to use the correct weapon and the correct ammo type. It's very important for getting this trophy rating up, okay? So those are the 4 things you need to know, okay? Number 1, improper ammo for the first thing you need to make sure you have is the proper ammo, okay? So if you have the improper ammo for this animal, you're not going to get that tick. You must shoot the animal 2 times or less. All trophy organs must be intact, and no vital organ hits, okay? So, yeah. You must just remember that. So this is only when you're going for the trophies. Basically, you need to get all 4 of these ticks. If you have them all ticked, you will get a higher trophy rating. Now, this is a mistake a lot of my friends have made, and, they get a bit confused and stuff. But anyway, before I get to that, let me just quickly show you this. So you can go over each of your gunshots. So my first one, 90%, it will show you where it went. And this is helpful for showing you where the vital organs are in an animal, where your shots went, etc. If I go to my second one, that hits it in the flesh over there. It only did 10% damage and will show you the distance you shot it at, the type of ammo you used, the weapon, and everything. Now, what I really want to show you is save, harvest, and taxidermize. So, saving a harvest, right? Like, this is something I did at the start. I saved all my harvests, and one of my other friends as well, he saved all his harvests because no one told us any different. Saving harvest is only for the harvest that you want to taxidermize at a later date, okay? Taxidermize means you want to, you basically want to stuff that animal and you want to put the head on your wall, okay? So just remember that. You save a harvest only if you want to taxidermize it at a later date, and taxidermizing something means you're stuffing the animal and you're mounting the head on the wall. Anyway, let's accept this, and I do apologize for my dog, guys. But yeah, I hope this video did help you out, and if it did, then please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, if you guys want me to do another video, like maybe a top 10 tips and tricks or something, I will do that. So let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.